When I opened the door at 2 a.m., the person standing there had been buried a month ago. My name is Evan Reed, and I've been living in a small apartment complex in Portland, Oregon for 6 months now. It's a quiet place, thin wooden walls, narrow hallways, and the smell of nonstop rain. I'm a college student, still getting used to living alone. Across from me lived Mr. Hale, quiet, young, exhausted looking dot. He rarely spoke, but he always nodded hello. There was always something hollow in his eyes, like he hadn't slept in days. 4 weeks ago, paramedics and police flooded the building. Later, we learned that Mr. Hale had been found dead in his apartment, heart failure, they said. I felt bad, but life moved on. Until the night he came back. It happened at 2:07 a.m. Rain hammered the windows, and I was working on an assignment when a sudden knock froze me in place. I walked to the door and looked through the peephole. No one. I stepped back, confused, and suddenly another round of knocking hit the door, slow, deliberate, impossible to ignore. Again, the peephole showed an empty hallway, but the sound wasn't coming from out there. It was coming from right against the door, like someone was pressing their face against it. After a long silence, I tried to convince myself it was my imagination. I stayed awake the rest of the night, uneasy. The next night, exactly at 2 a.m., the knocking returned. This time, when I checked the peephole, my heart nearly stopped. Mr. Hale was standing there. Same green hoodie, same gray pants, same posture, but his eyes were empty. Completely empty. His head lifted slowly, like he could see me through the small glass, and then he smiled, a broken, dead, unnatural smile. Evan, open the door. I came back. His voice was wrong, distant, cracked. He dragged his nails down the door scratch, and whispered, "Let in." I called 911 with shaking hands. When I looked again, he was gone. But muddy, wet footprints led straight to my door and stopped there, as if he had slipped underneath. Police showed up, searched the hallway, saw the footprints, but didn't find anyone. They tried convincing me it was a prank. I knew better, and I was right. That same night, at 2:03 a.m., I heard it again, not from the hallway this time, but from inside my apartment. "Evan." The voice floated out of my bedroom. My skin crawled. I grabbed the kitchen knife and walked toward the room. Someone inside was breathing, slow, heavy, wet. I pushed the door open and found no one. But the wall had deep, fresh scratch marks. The floor smelled like wet dirt and mold, like something had crawled out of the ground. He had gotten inside. I locked the room and stayed in the living room, terrified. Around 3 a.m., footsteps echoed through my apartment. Slow, dragging footsteps, wrong, broken, inhuman. They moved from the bedroom to the hallway to the living room, then stopped right behind me, near the kitchen. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. And then a whisper brushed my ear, "I'm watching you." I spun around, but the kitchen was empty except for the wet footprints on the tiles. Faint smoke rose from them, like something rotten and hot had walked across the floor. When the sun came up, the sound stopped. It's been a week. I'm still here, but everything is different now. He doesn't knock at 2 a.m. anymore. Now he stands in the corner of my bedroom every night. And each night, he comes a little closer. If this story kept you hooked from start to finish, then you're in the right place. For more eerie, realistic, American-style horror stories, subscribe to Hauntra TV, hit the bell icon, and get ready because next time, the knock might come from your door.